Accessing SDE Archive Entry Hotel Sierra-4. Access granted. Presenting entry.
What is up, my fellow space engineers of the world? Today we will be diving back into the SDE archives to talk about a vessel that gave hope to humanity during the Baharian Wars, the Nebula-class frigate. The Nebula was first proposed by the Syndicate of Development and Exploration in the year 2506 as a part of Project Frontline, and actually had a prototype built in 2507. After the prototype was proven effective during the Battle for the Front, the SDE began constructing additional vessels to provide the fleet with an actual flagship. Since then, it has been responsible for multiple human victories, such as the Fight for Earth, Operation Cripple, and the Liberation of Mars. However, as larger vessels were being put into service later on, its role in the SDE fleet transitioned from a flagship role to an escort and defensive one. Nonetheless, the Nebula became one of the SDE's most well-known ships in its fleet, due to its combat effectiveness and fair amount of its class in active service. This vessel served 12 years of the 15-year Baharian War with humanity. It will continue to serve all the way until 2528, when its outdated equipment made it not suitable for a modern war. Since the Nebula-class frigate, two other classes of frigates inspired by the Nebula's design were developed and put into service, including the Proton-class laser frigate, which was developed in 2510, and the Sentinel-class multi-role frigate developed in 2524. The Nebula has gone down in the archives as possibly one of the most versatile and reliable frigates ever developed by humanity. Now we will move on to the specifications and statistics of the Nebula-class frigate, and we will start with the dimensions and displacement. The Nebula-class is exactly 158.5 meters across its centerline and 56.2 meters across its beam. And with a displacement of 7,880.73 metric tons, this vessel was considered larger than the average human frigate. Due to the size of the vessel, the Nebula required at least 10 personnel to fully staff her. Despite the vessel's size, the Nebula was able to achieve impressive accelerations for a ship of its size. The Nebula has an acceleration of 7.12 meters per second and a backwards acceleration of 3.38 meters per second. And its jump drive allowed the vessel to travel 1,269 kilometers per jump. Because the Nebula was designed to fulfill multiple different roles, and with the quality over quantity mindset of the SDE, the vessel possessed a variety of special equipment, including a self-repair projector system, an autopilot system, Dark Star shield enhancer and modulator, and an onboard refinery and assembler. In order to power the equipment aboard the Nebula, the vessel was equipped with 3 30-gigawatt deuterium fusion reactors for its main power, and 20 azimuth fusion reactors for its secondary output. The total output of this vessel could power about 79 million 21st century homes per year. This amount of output is needed to power the vessel's defensive and offensive capabilities as well. Speaking of defensive capabilities, the Nebula-class frigate possessed a Class B Darkstar-class shield generator, making the vessel able to even deflect rounds from any Capital-class ship. The shields aren't the only thing, however, that made this vessel reliable. The Nebula's offensive capabilities are more than impressive for its time. The Nebula's arsenal comprises of 1 AC-85 Echo autocannon, 2 AC-54 Cord repeater cannons, 6 MG-50 Atlas Point defense cannons, 6 anti-air turrets, 4 guided M1 torpedo launchers, and 2 FK-15 Riptide flak turrets. The offensive capabilities of the Nebula allowed it to engage enemies at long range and hit-and-run warfare, which is common when in SDE strategy. The multiple systems and subsystems on board cannot be managed by the crew alone, which is why the vessel was equipped with the AI-10 Olivia core for the first year of its service, and then it was equipped with an AI-15 Rex core for the rest of its service. Because of the design strategy of the Syndicate of Development and Exploration, the Nebula-class frigate had a unit cost of 1.2 billion space credits, which would be the equivalent to about 12 billion 21st century US dollars. And that is all the information that the archives have on the Nebula-class frigate. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, look forward to more archive videos yet to come, and this is the Director signing off. See you guys next time.